To the charge of first-degree murder, not guilty.
Casey's never told her story.
911, what's your emergency? My daughter's been missing for the last 31 days.
How did an apparently ordinary woman become the center of one of the most compelling and controversial criminal prosecutions in recent history? We explore Casey Anthony's mysterious life. Who was she, and what caused the life-changing events? Untangle the truth with us. The 22-year-old Casey Marie Anthony, who on June 16th of 2008 lost her 2-year-old daughter Kaylee Anthony, is profiled in this video, which dives into her complex mental makeup. The loss of her daughter had a devastating effect on Casey, and the documentary tries to shed light on the mental anguish that she endured in the wake of the tragedy. This documentary provides glimpses into Casey's emotional journey through interviews with professionals and others close to her, delving into the complexities of her grief, guilt, and coping techniques that she developed to get through the unthinkable anguish. It aims to provide a holistic view of her mental makeup and the difficulties that she encountered during the trial.
He was being called in to essentially provide testimony to indict you, or to at least, and he was really struggling with that.
Yeah.
And I felt bad for him, to be honest with you. I truly did.
Well, I even told him last night. I know he was subpoenaed, and under the law, he had to answer whatever questions were asked him, and they told him to do what he had to do.
In the face of such tremendous loss, the documentary eventually calls for compassion and understanding by making its audience ponder the complexities of human emotion and the toll that such tragedies may take on an individual's psyche. Although the investigators paid close attention to Casey's mental health at every turn, the unique aspects of this case are found in what happened after the crime was committed. As the trial progressed, it became clear that the real drama was unfolding in the aftermath of the incident, not during it.
As to the charge of first-degree murder, verdict as to count 1, we the jury find the defendant not guilty, so say we all, dated at Orlando, Orange County, Florida, on this 5th day of July, 2011, signed foreperson.
The court was interested in the nuances of Casey's mental state, looking for clues as to what drove his actions and what effects they might have in the future. Expert psychological examinations and the statements of witnesses were crucial in understanding what drove Casey to do the murder.
She saw George Anthony holding Kaylee in his arms. She immediately grabbed Kaylee and began to cry. Her death was covered up.
The nuances of mental health, legal accountability, and the prospect of rehabilitation were all explored in this case, which became a fascinating study of human behavior. Complex problems concerning how the criminal justice system and mental health services interact were brought to light by the case and held the attention of the media and legal professionals alike. In the end, it was a watershed moment that altered the way people thought about and responded to events of a similar nature in the future. Casey, a distraught mother, made an explosive accusation regarding her missing daughter, saying that Sanida Fernandez Gonzalez, the babysitter, had abducted the toddler. Sanida was well known for being a trustworthy caregiver. Therefore, the neighborhood was shocked by this serious accusation. Casey's actions during the incident, though, caused many to wonder whether or not he was involved.
Hello? Hello? Yes. Hi. Can you tell me a little bit what's going on? My daughter's been missing for the last 31 days. Who has her? Do you have a name? Her name is Sanida Fernandez Gonzalez. Who is that? Babysitter? She's been my nanny for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years.
Investigators dug deeper into the case, considering every possible explanation for the missing person's absence. Casey's claims and actions were convoluted,
But no one asked why.
making it difficult to piece together the missing pieces of the puzzle and bring the child home as soon as possible. Law enforcement officials were compelled to consider Casey a suspect in the disappearance of her daughter. The way she conducted herself and the questions that she avoided answering cast severe doubt on her innocence. Investigators were perplexed by her absence of a passionate plea for her daughter's safety, and they began to doubt her involvement in the crime. Every second without a key piece of information only added fuel to the fire. As the investigation progressed, suspicion naturally fell on Casey. She became the lead suspect in a case that had left everyone on edge. Studying Casey Anthony's complicated psyche fascinates and terrifies me. Psychological exams showed her lack of sorrow and mental instability. Experts are baffled by her unusual mix of qualities. Her claimed deeds and seemingly unaffected manner haunt those who hear her narrative. Casey Anthony's behavior continues to captivate those who try to understand her.